Good. That's as much fun as I want. I moved this away, now I'm moving it back. I can't make up my mind. Alright. I want to tell 2 jokes in this story. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to start off, I'm just going to say, I think it's cool. My local grocery store is becoming a little more inclusive, culturally speaking. I noticed this new kind of milk in the milk freezer. Milk freezer? Refrigerator? Fuck, who cares? Like it's some kind of like Latin American brand, you know what I mean? It's cool. You could just tell, you could just kind of tell. It's called soy milk. And I was very interested by it, so I bought a carton and I brought it home just to try it out. And I poured some, and I took a sip, and the taste, it was weird, because it was like someone had bought a brick of tofu, and then blended it up and mixed it with water, and put it in a carton and sold it. You know what I mean? Like, it was outrageous. I took a sip, and I thought to myself, soy milk, eres? No. You know, it was outrageous. So, yeah, that's my official review of soy milk. Don't expect a milk flavor. That's it. I can't say that I don't. Taking Xanax isn't necessarily a good idea. You know what I mean? It's just, I've had some experiences with it. I've never taken it. I've had experiences babysitting people on Xanax that I didn't enjoy. And I don't think others should take it because you should want to keep your friends. So this is a story about why I hate Xanax. It's probably the most prevailing one. So when I first started coming around this particular area of the Twin Cities, it was because I found a spot as the bass guitarist in a band called Harakiri. Yeah, thank you. Bass guitar is cool, and so is Harakiri. Shortly after I started, their drummer quit, and so I invited my good friend, who was the section leader of the percussion section of our local marching band. Lead snare, you know, nothing to scoff at, but I invited him to come and play drums for us, and he made the part, and we practice every Tuesday and Thursday. This one particular Tuesday, I got there on time.
Whoa.
Okay? Which is a huge thing for me as a bassist and a black man. You know? There's stereotypes about both groups, and the overlapping one is that we don't show up on time, you know? I like that a lot because it works in my favor, but this one Tuesday I was on time, and I stressed that because I thought, oh shit, we're gonna have a good practice tonight, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna go well, no one's gonna be mad at me, like, fuck, this is gonna be fun. And so I got there, and our new drummer and my friend, let's call him Pete, like the kind of soil, you know, or moss, whichever you prefer. He brought his friend, let's call him Ben. Let's call him Ben Henson. Okay. He brought his friend Ben. They had gone cliff jumping earlier in the day, and Pete thought it was going to take too long for him to drive home and drop Ben off to come back to practice. I'll just bring him to practice, it's no big deal. And so he did, but the part that he left out was they had both taken some Xanax, right? And so they were feeling pretty good. But So we got there, we got into our room, our practice space. We practiced over at McNally, which is now defunct.
Yep.
Fuck that place.
Fuck that place.
Fuck that place.
Woo!
Anyway, so we got our room, we got there, it was all good, we were hanging out, and Ben was just being a dick. Like the whole time, like from the start. He was like fucking with the mixer board. He doesn't know anything about like, you know he doesn't know anything about mixing boards, especially not on as much Xanax as he taken, which I don't know how much it is at this point, but it doesn't matter. And we got into like a practice, like a little like warm-up jam. We played about half a song, we got done. He was like, "Do you guys play like fucking, could you play some like super hard death metal?" And I was like, "Fuck you, dude. Get out, just shut up and sit down or leave, you know? Like, pick your options. We're doing our thing here. We gotta get ready for the things we need to do." And some time goes on, he's just causing a disturbance, and at one point he says to Pete, "Hey Pete, can I get your car keys? I wanna go smoke a cigarette." And Pete's like, "Yes, fine." And he tosses him the car keys and he leaves, and I'm relieved. You know what I mean? Like, it's just good to not have this in here anymore. And so we get back to practicing, probably 20 minutes goes by, we start to look at each other like, where did Ben go? Because he was going out for a cigarette, and now it doesn't take 20 minutes to smoke a cigarette, even if you smoke American Spirits. Like, what happened to him? Let's take a break, let's go outside and find him, and let's come back in and finish this up. So we went outside to smoke a cigarette, and we're looking around, we can't find Ben. Ben's fucking not here. So Peter like walks around the corner to see where he parks his car, and he comes back and he's like, "Yo, my car's not there." And oh man, that was awesome. So he calls Ben, and Ben doesn't answer, and we go back into practice. And by the time we finished, Ben had called back. It was like, "Yo, I went to get something to drink." And he was like, "Well, come back. I didn't say you could take my car." He's like, "All right, I'm coming back." So then we finish up and we go back outside, and Ben is still not back, and we had to track him down. And it took us a number of hours to find him. When we finally found him, he was on a park bench across the street from, a bus bench across the street from Concordia. The car was nowhere. It was just him. So we get him in the car, we're like, "Yo man, where's the car?" And he's like, "I don't know man, I lost it a couple blocks ago." I'm like, "All right, great. Let's work on that, I guess. Where do you think you lost it?" And he's like, "Oh, I couldn't have been within I could have lost it within 5 blocks of McNally for sure." No, sir, you did not. There's no way you. Oh man, it was outrageous. But when we found it, it was parked like at a gas station, not at a pump or a spot, just like diagonally in there, and all the windows were down. And Pete went, "Cool, where's the keys?" And he went, "What?" "Oh, I lost the keys first." And it took days to clean up. Okay, that's gonna be it for me.